Dwight showed up with a burnt face, but I feel like this show is beginning to burn its fans as it's quickly becoming unwatchable. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment, here to review Fear the Walking Dead, Season 5, Episode 3, and as bad as we thought Season 4 was, Season 5 is just getting so much worse. At least in Season 4, you had some intriguing things, and albeit we all hate Morgan, but I mean, at least he felt fresh and Fear. Yeah, you got John Dory introduced, you got June introduced, you still had Druggy Boy, whose name I just cannot remember.
Nick.
You still had Nick, you had Madison. Just Season 5, you got nothing.
I actually like John Dory, right? He's a cop, he's actually a good dude. He's a good guy, alright? I like him, but the problem is, when you're literally surrounded by about 12 other cast members that suck, what can you really do? And it's not like he's a... When I say I like him, it's not like he's a great character at the end of the day. I feel like he's easy to sympathise with.
I thought the first half of Season 4 was bad, but Jesus, Season 5 almost makes it feel like a masterpiece. I've quickly forgotten about how bad that Martha was because Season 5 has just been so much worse.
I forgot about her.
Like, why is it? What did they do? Like, what was the point? I never thought Fear was that good ever. But with hindsight, I actually missed the first 3 seasons. I genuinely look back at Seasons 1, 2, and 3 now and go, you know what? That was actually decent television compared to what we've gotten since.
Yeah. I mean, why did Travis ever get killed? Well, the actor wanted killed off, and to be honest, I can't blame him. You know, Chris's son, why did he get killed off? So, it's like, I honestly, I think they killed off the wrong people. It's like, yeah, Madison, like Troy, he does come back. Madison does come back, but when they don't come back to, like, Season 7, they may as well have died.
Yeah, they've just totally rebooted this show. It's a different show altogether. And the worst thing is, they've still got that crappy filter that looks awful.
And an awful intro. Down, down, down.
Yeah, the CGI intro, you got the wind. It's an awful intro for an awful show. So what did we have? I mean, this was basically just a John, June, and Dwight episode. Yeah, you had a little bit of Alicia and Luciana and Morgan in there. But honestly, I mean, they barely appeared until the end. You had no Strand. We didn't see anything to do with Strand. We still haven't seen anything to do with Al. We haven't seen anything to do with the 2 truckers. We don't know where they are. Who knows what they're doing. Haven't seen anything to do with, what's his name? Daniel. He wasn't in this episode. Yeah, it's just, I mean, it is what it is. It's not very good, man. Even the back half of Season 4, my favourite, the character I liked the most, they killed off.
Jimbo?
Aye, Jimbo.
I like Jimbo as well. Jimbo was a good man, a good guy.
It's just, I don't know, man. It's unwatchable. So June, I guess because we didn't get much of June and John Dory in the last episode, we get introduced to them this episode. They get into a shootout with this, like, unknown guy. We later find out it's Dwight. John shoots him in the arm. They then get holed up in some, like, bar where John and June moments ago found guns, found ammunition that they needed to go and meet up with the others because they ran out of ammo, they needed weapons, so they found weapons. Dwight then apologises and he just says he's looking for his wife, and they were driving her car, so that's why he shot at them, basically. John, being a good guy, is like, well, you're coming with us, doesn't matter if you tried to kill me, you're one of us now. John tries to take him out, and Dwight goes his own way, jumps down, tries to take out some walkers, so John saves them. Then even then, Dwight still doesn't want to come. I mean, get the point. I just don't think Dwight really wanted to go with him. So
see Dwight's story though, right, about Sherry. Did it really fly with you? Like, what's happening? Why is she on the run? Why are you trying to get to her? Why is she leaving stuff behind? Like, is she being captured and you're trying to get her back? But then why is she leaving stuff? Why is she constantly switching vehicles? Oh, I took 50 and then I went on to 85, Morgan. Did you get any of that? If he's trying to get Sherry, why is she running?
You're talking about the end of the episode, man. I'm not even there yet.
I'm not talking about the end of the episode. I'm talking about the fact that he referenced that to Morgan, but I'm talking about the.
Well, he's
the
not
bigger,
met Morgan at this part yet,
for
so.
fuck Morgan, forget about Morgan, boring bastard. The actual story here, he's like, I'm looking for Sherry. She keeps leaving notes. She keeps like, well, why doesn't she just stop then? Oh, but maybe I'm missing this note and this note, and I'm only getting her on the third note. What the fuck's this? No, what is this? Explain it to me in layman's terms. Dumb it down to me like I am the dumbest bastard on God's green earth.
I mean, I don't think I really have to go to stretch so much into that. Maybe she is captured. Maybe she's been dragged around America and she's trying to leave notes so that Dwight can follow her. I mean, what's so hard to grasp about that? If she was on her own, she'd probably wait in the one location for him. Or maybe it gets dangerous in certain places and then she's like, I can't stay here no more. I need to pack up and leave. I don't see why that's... I mean, whoa, Rick told Morgan where they were in season 1, but at the end of the day, they had to leave the campsite, didn't they? Oh, but why's Rick doing that? Oh, makes no sense. Oh, maybe because it wasn't safe to stay at the campsite. Maybe Sherry has to leave Dwight notes for the same reason.
No, I think it's a load of shite.
I've just debunked your theory, man, but you want to say it's a load of shite, fair enough.
No, it is a load of shite. Season 1's different.
No,
it was.
Alright, okay.
You know what? I would argue the point they didn't even need to really leave the campsite in season 1. It's just they were that.
I guess they didn't need to leave the farm either. You know, when it was like burning down and there was like 10,000 walkers up here. Rick could have just been like, nah, wait. But Sherry left me a note.
Well, so every time Sherry gets to a new location, there's a catastrophic effect like the farm.
Either it's that, or if she didn't want to be found, then she wouldn't leave the notes unless she's doing it for some sort of psychological fucking wild goose chase. Is you happy now?
I thought it was worth discussing because I thought I just didn't get it.
Yeah, so Dwight basically keeps running around the country. It's like clues. It's like he's playing. It's like Saw. I want to play a game. He keeps getting little clues, and he gets somewhere else. Then there's another clue, and there's another clue, and he reveals that Sherry keeps leaving notes in the cars, and that's why he ran to the car that they were driving. But now he's trapped himself in there with the walkers, and he tells June and John Dory to go with you, but they're like, nah, we ain't leaving you. And then June and John go to save him. Dwight gets out the car. Dwight gets pinned down by a walker, but he's got an axe, and there's 2 other walkers. So one walker's got Dwight pinned down, the other 2 walkers are closing in, and John could run over, I guess, in time to save him, but we get a cool reaction scene where John's like, here, June, give me the gun. June gives him the gun. Then John demands that Dwight holds up the axe, and Dwight holds up and he's like, I need you to hold it higher. Keep it steady. Dwight holds up the axe, and then John shoots the axe in the middle. The bullet splits into 2. One bullet goes to the left, the other bullet goes to the right, and he ends up killing both walkers with the one remaining bullet in his gun. I'm calling bullshit in this. I don't care who the best fucking shooter is in the history of the world. I don't care what war you fought in. This shot's just not possible. Especially I mean, it'd be hard to pull this off in practice if you had like a million attempts. Never mind a life-death scenario where you're trying it for the first time with one bullet, and if you fuck it up, you're getting somebody killed. Yet John pulls it off to perfection. This show's lost any sort of realism it had. It's completely a piss take. It's in the toilet. And this guy's worried about why Sherry moving locations, but he's accepting this pish.
When did I accept this? This was like
you need to get your priorities straight. You're worried about Sherry leaving notes, and look at this shot that John just pulled off.
Sherry, baby. No, we'll see this, right? I have a big fucking bone to pick. This is the biggest load of shite I've ever seen in The Walking Dead up to this point, right? What are we doing here? They have obviously got melee weapons. It's like, this is fuck. It doesn't feel like it's in the same universe, man. This feels like a parody. This feels like The Dead Walking or something. Or Dead Walking the... What's actually going on here?
Right. I mean, by the time John had June throw him the gun, and by the time he knelt down, got into position, and then told Dwight to put the axe up and then hold the axe in place, hold it steady, hold it higher, and then he took position to aim. Like, that must have been at least 15 seconds. I refuse to believe that gap wasn't that big. I mean, June and John could have just ran over there and took out one walker each, but...
Another problem, right? Dwight just happily obliges. He's like, oh, why the fuck am I holding my axe up? Oh, I'll just do it, sure. John's going to whip out a 360 no-scope here on Call of Duty. How's Dwight to know that John's going to do this?
It's like that time when Laurie's getting attacked and you've got Glenn, Daryl, and Rick on the outside and the gates, and they're running to the gates, and he's like, right, throw me the keys. See, instead of running to the gates, this would just be like fucking Rick kneeling down and saying, here, Glenn, move it the way a wee second, and then taking like 20 seconds to try and shoot the lock that was keeping the prison gate shut. It's like, why do something that might not work when you can just do something that will work?
I know, this is just a crazy shot, right? And it's like you said at the time, there is no one in this show that's a better shot than John Dory if he can pull something like this off.
Oh, we're all debating, who's the better fighter, who's the better shooter. That debate's done. See, after seeing this, they want you to take this show seriously. They want you to believe that this actually happened. This was legit. John Dory should never die from now on because you just...
No, see, when he did this, like, what was stopping the bullet splitting freeways and going fucking south and hitting Dwight in the face?
Yeah, Dwight shouldn't even be grateful about this. Dwight should be like, what the fuck were you doing? Why are you taking that kind of...
Muppet.
Why are you taking that kind of shot of my life in danger? Do you know, it was ridiculous.
Could you... I get it, they've got no real emotional connect with Dwight, right? But could you imagine the original Walking Dead? Like, someone's... Remember when Rick was pinned up against the wall and the Dixon brothers rocked up? Could you imagine if Daryl was like, oh, hold on, Rick, I'm going to run to the highest point at the prison and fucking jump off the top of the roof and hit it with a 360 crossbow shot? It is ridiculous.
Yeah, John...
Credibility and believability goes a long way in a TV show, right? Yeah. This felt like something out of Marvel.
My favourite part, I think, was the introduction when John reveals to Dwight, here, my name's John Dory. And Dwight's like the fish? And John's like, only it's E-I, not Y. And then June says, I'm June, like the month, spelled correctly. That was probably the best bit. And then they meet up later on with Alicia, Luciana, and Morgan. And then Morgan turns around and looks at Dwight. Dwight looks at Morgan and he's like, Dwight, Morgan? And we get a reunion here. I guess Dwight attempts to apologise for what he'd done in the past, but Morgan says, look, it doesn't matter. You know, we all done stuff. How did you... Then they have a little reminiscence here, and Morgan's like, oh, you took the same route as me to get here. Congratulations. I'm trying to think at what point did Dwight leave the original show. Either way, he was part of the Saviours, and he done some fucked up shit.
I remember Dwight definitely being in the Saviours when Eugene was a part of the Saviours. Either way, if there's one guy you'd want to meet that would be forgiving, it's this Morgan gimmick right now.
Yeah, but doesn't Morgan have a right of duty to like say to the group here?
He used to be a part of a group that did horrible stuff.
Yeah, I'm not saying like he should be like, nah, he can't join or whatever, but I would say Morgan should be at least telling the group, nah, here, look, you need to know this about this guy. I mean, he's done some really bad things.
No, I think that is his right of duty, you're right, but it's almost like is it because Morgan knows if he reveals that they're just going to leave Dwight shot on the side of the road?
I don't know. Dwight's already says to John, I've done some bad things, and he's like, it's alright, we all have.
We all have, damn it. But Morgan brushes it under the carpet. They get to a roadblock, they're about to take it down, but then Big Max Verstappen, he radios Alicia here. Oh, head to the truck stop, damn it.
How many people do you think are getting that Max Verstappen reference, by the way? In all honesty.
A lot of people, because Max Verstappen's quite popular, mate. I haven't just plucked out, a gravy brand that was used in the 1910s.
Oh, aye, because people that watch Fear the Walking Dead, I can just imagine...
More people watch F1 than Fear the Walking Dead. So therefore, if you watch F1, there's more chance you might watch Fear, rather than if you watch Fear, you watch F1. You get me?
Aye, well, let's just move on.
Anyway, these kids are the ones setting up the roadblocks. I'll say Annie, Max, and Dylan. Could these three kids rival Martha? Honestly, it would take some doing. I don't think they will. I think they'll be slightly better.
I just don't... What are they trying to accomplish?
We don't want to be bothered again on our little radiation island. I mean, yeah, like, what? This season, man, it's just going to the shitter. Like, they bring Daniel back and it felt flatter than a squished pancake underneath a bloody concrete building. You've got Strand doing God knows what. You've got the guy in the wheelchair. I actually think the guy in the wheelchair and his sister are all... I actually think most of the people they introduced in season 4 were fine. I think it's actually the recurring cast that fucking sucks.
Morgan, just kill him off.
Kill Morgan. Like, you've got Morgan and Dwight, two guys for the original show, and I just don't care. You picked like some of the two most boring, especially Morgan, man. Big Morgan. Anyway, it's rating time.
I'll give it a 3 out of 10. I thought it was better in episode 2, but
That's a nasty scar, burn mark.
kind of like Dwight and John Dory, but that scene where he shoots the bullet in half, man, that was bad.
That was some of the cringiest stuff you'll ever see. This was Dwight returning, the return of the burn mark. Next time out, it's skid mark. Till then.
What are you giving it?
I've already gave him a rating.
You never?
Right, open your ears, mate. I gave it a 3.